morning students. How are you all? Now I am going to start your new chapter which is heat. Students, this is the very basic chapter. It is related to your daily life. Before starting this chapter, I want that you all perform an activity. Just to rub your hand like this. Just continuously rub your hand like this. What will happen? Your hand become warm. This is due to whenever you are rubbing your hand, the kinetic energy is converted into heat energy, and that produces the heat and your hand becomes warm. So it is a small activity that gives you a sensation of heat. So what we can say, what is heat? Heat is a form of energy which gives you sensation of warmth or cold. That means हीट एक ऐसी एनर्जी है जो आपको ये बताती है कि कोई भी बॉडी गर्म है या ठंडी है. और in another word you can say that heat is a form of energy which causes due to temperature difference. For understanding this concept, let us take an example. Suppose I am taking these two objects. Suppose this is one rod and this is another rod. The temperature of this rod is 20 degrees Celsius and the temperature of this rod is 80 degrees Celsius. Now what I am going to do, I am connecting these two rods like this. These two rods, there are two rods. The temperature of both the rods are different. This temperature is lower and this temperature is higher. Now I am going to connect these two objects. Then what will happen? The transfer of heat will take place. So which body is hotter? All of you know very well that the body having the temperature of 80 degrees Celsius is hotter. So the transfer of heat will take place from this body to this body, or if we named it as A and B, then we can say the transfer of heat will take place from body A to body B. In this way, the process will continue until the temperature of both the object become same. ये process तब तक चलेगा जब तक इन दोनों बॉडी का टेम्परेचर सेम ना हो जाए. अब वो कैसे होगा? जाहिर सी बात है, अगर ये हॉटर बॉडी हीट को लूज कर रही है तो 80 डिग्री से इसका टेम्परेचर घटना शुरू हो जाएगा. 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे अगर ये बॉडी हीट को गेन कर रही है तो इसका टेम्परेचर बढ़ना शुरू हो जाएगा. तो धीरे धीरे इसका टेम्परेचर घटता जाएगा और धीरे धीरे इसका टेम्परेचर बढ़ता जाएगा, और एक पर्टिकुलर समय के बाद इन दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट का टेम्परेचर 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस और 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस हो जाएगा. जब इन दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट का टेम्परेचर सेम हो जाएगा तब हम ये कह सकते हैं नाउ दे आर एट कांस्टेंट स्टेट. These two bodies are at constant state. That means the process is in equilibrium. Equilibrium means when there is no process takes place between these two objects, or you can say these two bodies. This is called as calorimetry's principle. इसे कैलोरीमेट्री का सिद्धांत भी कहते हैं कि जब दो बॉडी डिफरेंट टेम्परेचर पे एक दूसरे के कांटेक्ट में लाई जाती हैं तो हीट का ट्रांसफर हमेशा हॉटर बॉडी से कोल्डर बॉडी की तरफ होता है, और ये प्रोसेस तब तक कंटिन्यू होता है जब तक दोनों बॉडी का टेम्परेचर सेम ना हो जाए. स्टूडेंट्स, एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. जब आप गरम चाय के कप को छूते हो तो आपको गरम फील होता है. आप एग्जैक्टली जब तो आपका हाथ चाय की अपेक्षा क्या है? ठंडा है. जैसे ही आप चाय को टच करते हो तो चाय की हीट आपके हाथ में ट्रांसफ़र होने लगती है, आपको गर्म फील होता है, यानी आपका हाथ हीट को गेन करता है और चाय क्या करती है? हीट को लूज करती है. सो इन कंक्लूजन वी कैन डिफाइन हीट in this way that heat is the form of energy which takes place due to temperature difference. That means if there is a transfer of heat, then the condition is necessary that there should be a temperature difference. That means the temperature of two bodies should be different. Characteristic of heat. Characteristic means the special qualities of heat. The first special quality becomes colder. Have you seen this in this example? The temperature of body from 80 degrees Celsius is converted into 50 degrees Celsius. That means this object A loses the heat, so it will become colder, and the body which will gain the heat will become hotter. The body which will lose the heat will become colder, and the body which will gain the heat will become hotter. This is the first property of heat. The another property of heat is that the heat causes change in temperature. This is also very clear from this example. The temperature of this body is 80 and now it is 50. After transfer of heat, the temperature changes. It becomes from 80 to 50 and it becomes from 20 to 50. That means one body decreases the temperature and the another body gains the temperature. The temperature of one body increases and the another body decreases. So these are the basic physical properties of heat. You can take the example. Suppose it is a ice, it is a cube of ice. When you will heat it will convert it into water, and when you will freeze it will again convert it into ice. That means when ice loses the heat, when ice gains the heat, it is converted into water, and when water loses the heat, it is converted into ice. It is the another characteristic of heat. When a body loses or gains the heat, its state also changes. You know very well that ice is in solid state, whereas water is in liquid state. That means while this process happens, the state of object can also be changed. In the similar way, you can proceed that when heat is given to water, it is converted into vapor, and when it is condensed, then it is again converted into water. So in this way, I can say that whenever a body loses or gains the heat, its states also changes. जब भी कोई बॉडी हीट को लूज या गेन करती है तो उसकी फिजिकल स्टेट भी चेंज हो जाती है. The next thing is there are two type of objects related to heat. The one is hot object and the another is cold object. Hot object, you can take the example from your daily life like milk, coffee, tea. These are some examples of hot object, and cold object like lassi, cold drink, ice, etc. These are some examples of cold object. Units of heat. Students, before starting this, I just want to tell you that what is unit. Just try to understand the concept. Suppose your mother used to say, go and bring some potato. आपकी माँ ने आपसे बोला कि जाओ और बाजार से आलू लेकर आओ. तो आप अपनी माँ से ज़रूर पूछोगे ना कि मम्मी कितना लाना है. तो आपकी माँ बताएगी 1 किलो, 2 किलो, 3 किलो, whatever the amount she needs. Okay? If your mother used to say, go and brought some cloth, तो आप पूछोगे ना कितना मीटर लाएं. 1 मीटर, 2 मीटर. तो यूनिट क्या होती है? यूनिट मतलब होता है किसी भी चीज को मेजर करने का एग्जैक्ट फॉर्मूला, एग्जैक्ट तरीका. ठीक है, जैसे हम पोटैटो को मीटर में मेजर नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्लोथ को किलोग्राम में मेजर नहीं कर सकते हैं, उसी तरह से हीट को मेजर करने के लिए कुछ यूनिट्स दी गई हैं, जिसमें पहली यूनिट है कैलोरी. इट इज अ सिंपल यूनिट ऑफ हीट, कैलोरी. Another unit is kilocalorie. It is the bigger unit. And SI unit. The full form of SI is Standard International. Class 6 में आपने पढ़ा था SI का full form Standard International, and the SI unit of heat is Joule. The SI unit. Now the question arises how these units are connected to each other. That is relation between units. So students, I can write in short it as CKCAL. That is 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie, and 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 joule. Okay, or in short you can write it as 4.2 joule. Joule is represented by capital J. So this is the relation between these units. 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie and 1 calorie is equal to 4.18, or in short you can say it as 4.2 joule. It is the SI unit of heat. The SI unit of heat is joule. So whenever you will solve the numerical or whenever you want to define the heat, so always we used to take SI unit, and the SI unit of heat is joule. Now the next topic is temperature. In your daily life you used to say so many times temperature. Right now these are the days of summer, so you can say, you used to simply say the temperature is very high. जाड़ों में आप क्या कहते हो? The temperature is low. तो what is temperature? ये temperature होता क्या है, इसकी ज़रूरत क्या है और heat से temperature कैसे connected है, हम यहाँ पे आपको बताएंगे. पहली चीज़ आती है कि temperature क्या है. Temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. That means how hot an object is or how cold an object is. In the previously I have told you that the heat is a form of energy that takes place due to temperature difference. In the previous section I have told you that the transfer of heat takes place due to change in temperature. So with the help of heat you can say whether the body is cold or hot. But with the help of temperature you can define how exact the body is cold or how exact the body is hot. That means with the help of temperature you can say how hot a body is or how cold the body is. Or in another language you can say it is a sensation of hotness. Sensation means the things which you can feel by your senses. So whenever you will touch a hot object you can feel the hotness, and whenever you will touch the cold object you can feel the coldness. In the same way, that is what is written, sensation of hotness or coldness of a body. What we can say, the temperature of a hot object will be higher and the temperature of cold object will be lower. I have already told you about these things. 80 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius. So this is here the temperature is high and here the temperature is low. If I will define this in terms of heat, I will say the transfer of heat will take place from body A to body B. But with the value of temperature, we can say that this body is at higher temperature and this body is at lower temperature. So it will tell you about the hotness or coldness of a body. The next thing is temperature scale. So 3 types of temperature scale is defined in your syllabus. The first is Celsius scale, which is defined as degree Celsius. Another is Fahrenheit scale, degree Fahrenheit, and third is Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale. It is also called as absolute temperature. It is defined as scale. Here you will use the symbol degree, here you will use the symbol degree, but here you will not use the symbol degree. So first I will tell you about the Celsius scale. Celsius scale, previously the Celsius scale was known as centigrade scale, but now it is called as Celsius scale. Okay, in Celsius scale, the temperature is defined in degree Celsius. It is denoted like this, degree Celsius. Okay, it is a scale which is divided into 100 parts. The lowest temperature on this scale is 0 degree Celsius and highest temperature on this scale is 100 degree Celsius. Okay, the lowest temperature is 0 degree Celsius and the highest temperature is 100 degree Celsius, so that there is total 100 divisions. This 0 degree Celsius is called as freezing point of water. Freezing point of water means freezing point of water. Freezing point of water means the temperature at which water is converted into ice, and 100 degree Celsius is boiling point of water. That is the temperature at which water is converted into vapor by the process of boiling. So this is the symbol, this is the notation, this is the symbol scale which is used for Celsius scale. The another scale is Fahrenheit scale. The second scale is Fahrenheit. On this scale, the lowermost temperature is 32 degree Fahrenheit and the higher temperature is 212 degree Fahrenheit, and total number of division is there. If you want to find the total number of division on this scale, you can simply subtract 212 from 32, you will get 180. That means in this scale there is a 100 division, in this scale there is a 180 division, and it is denoted as degree F. So if you want to define freezing point of water on this scale, it is 32 degree Fahrenheit and boiling point of water is 212 degree Fahrenheit. So before telling you about the Kelvin scale, I just want to tell you between the relation between these two scales, how this scale is related to your daily life, where you can see these two type of scales, and what is the relation between, and some numerical based on these two concepts. Relation between degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. That if you are having the temperature on Celsius scale, then you can convert it into Fahrenheit, and if you are having some temperature on Fahrenheit scale, then you can convert it in Celsius scale. So the formula for converting is given as C upon 5 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. This is the formula that relates Celsius from Fahrenheit. Here C represents Celsius and F represents Fahrenheit. Now I am going to give you an example. Okay. Example. Suppose I am giving you a question. You have to convert. First, whatever we have studied, I will take the same point. Suppose you have to convert boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius on Celsius scale. I have to convert it in Fahrenheit scale. So how I will solve this question? It is, first I will write the formula. C upon 5 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. Now at the place of C, I will put the value 100 degree Celsius. So it will be 100 upon 5 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. Simply you can divide it here. It is 20 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. 20 into 9 is equal to F minus 32. 180 is equal to F minus 32, or I can write F is equal to 180 plus 32. It will be F is equal to 212 degree Fahrenheit. So in the Fahrenheit scale, you have seen the boiling point of water is 212 degree Fahrenheit. So here in this way you can find the relation between degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. The value can be in minus also, this value can be in point also. So in the another example I am going to take some another value. Suppose I have to convert this 38 degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit. How we will solve? We have already written that formula over there. C upon 5 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. At the place of C I will put 38 upon 5 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. 38 into 9 upon 5 is equal to F minus 32. 342 is equal to 5F minus 180. 342 plus 180 is equal to 5F. So F will be equal to 525 upon 5, which I can write it as F20. Sorry, it is 522. So it will be 100.42 degree Fahrenheit. So here students we have seen that this 38 degree Celsius, the value in Fahrenheit is in point. So that can be in minus also, that can be in point also. So in this way, here you have seen the conversion of degree Celsius into Fahrenheit. Now I will convert degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. I will convert Fahrenheit value into Celsius. So suppose I am taking 200 degree Fahrenheit and I have to convert it in Celsius. So we will take the same formula, but now I will put the value at the place of F. So what will happen? C upon 5 is equal to 200 minus 32 upon 9. What will be? C upon 5, whenever you will subtract 32 from 200, 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, here is 1 upon 9. Now cross multiply, 9 will be multiplied by C and 5 will be multiplied by 168. So it will become 9C is equal to 5 into 168, or whenever in the next step the 9 will go in denominator. So it will be 8 5s are 40, 6 5s are 30 plus 4 34, 5 1s are 5 plus 3 8 upon 9. Now I will divide this 9. So what the value will come? 9 9s are 81, 30, 9 3s are 27. Then we will take a point. 3 will left. 3 again it will be something like this. So it is the value of Celsius scale. The 200 degree Fahrenheit is equal to 93.3 degree Celsius. Now students, one more example I will take. I will tell you about the temperature at which the value of Celsius will be equal to the value of Fahrenheit. In the another example, the question, students note down this question. Find the value at which the value of degree Celsius will be equal to degree Fahrenheit. So here is a solution. Let us suppose the value is x. Let the value is x. So we will put, since the value is same at both the scale, so at the place of C I will write the x, at the place of x I will write the f. Why I am taking this value as x? because in question it is given that the value of degree Celsius is equal to the value of degree Fahrenheit. So it will be x upon 5 is equal to x minus 32 upon 9. By cross multiplication we get 9x is equal to 5x minus 180. 9x minus 5x is equal to minus 180. It will be 4x is equal to minus 180. X will be equal to minus 180 upon 4, which will be equal to 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20. So it is the value at which the value of both these temperature, that means degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit, will be same. Students, what we can write? X is equal to minus 45. It may be minus 45 degrees Celsius or minus 45 degree Fahrenheit, because I have told you that at this temperature both the value will become same. So minus 45 degrees Celsius will be equal to minus 45 degree Fahrenheit. Now students, I am going to tell you about the Kelvin scale. Previously I have told you about the Celsius scale. Next was Fahrenheit scale. Now I am going to tell you about the Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale is the scale where the lowest value is 273 Kelvin and highest value is 373 Kelvin. This scale is similar to Celsius scale only in one way, that in Celsius scale there is 100 division, as well as in Kelvin scale also there is a 100 division. The lowest value at this scale is 273 Kelvin. It is the freezing point of water, and the highest value is 373 Kelvin. It is the boiling point of water. Students, Kelvin scale is also called as absolute scale, because whenever we reach to the value of 0 Kelvin, 0, it is not okay, it is written as 0 Kelvin. Kelvin in short we will write it as K. So 0 Kelvin is defined as the temperature, or you can say it is also called as absolute temperature. Absolute temperature, or you can write absolute zero temperature. Why it is called as absolute? Because it is the temperature at which the motion of molecules become zero. Students, you have in the previous class, in class 6, you have studied about the solid, liquid and gas. Also you have studied that the solid, liquid and gas are made up of a particle. The particle in solids are tightly packed, the particle in liquids are loosely packed, and the particle in gases are very far apart from each other. But we have already studied, we have also studied that the molecules of particles are always in motion. But 0 Kelvin is that temperature, the temperature at which the motion of molecule become zero. यानी इस टेम्परेचर पे आकर हर मॉलिक्यूल की, चाहे वो सॉलिड हो, लिक्विड हो या गैस हो, मॉलिक्यूल्स की मोशन जीरो हो जाती है, इसीलिए इसको एब्सोल्यूट टेम्परेचर कहा जाता है. लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स, ये टेम्परेचर सिर्फ एज्यूम किया जा सकता है, प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में ये टेम्परेचर पॉसिबल नहीं है, बिकॉज ऐसी कोई स्टेट नहीं आती है जब मॉलिक्यूल्स की मोशन जीरो हो जाए. तो 0 केल्विन समझ में आया. 0 Kelvin is also called as absolute zero temperature, and why it is called absolute zero? Because this is the temperature at which the motion of molecule become zero. Now I am going to tell you the relation between Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. I have already told you about the relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Now I will tell you how can you convert a Celsius value into Kelvin or a Fahrenheit value in Kelvin. So here a formula, student, it is a very simple formula. You can compare. If I will write it Celsius here, so it will be 0 degree Celsius and it will be 100 degree Celsius. That means the difference of 273 is here. So if we want to convert Celsius into Kelvin, what we can do it? We can write K plus 273. अगर हम किसी भी केल्विन वैल्यू में I have written opposite. अगर हम किसी भी सेल्सियस वैल्यू में 273 ऐड कर देते हैं तो वो केल्विन में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. जैसे हम अगर लेने फ्रीजिंग पॉइंट ऑफ वाटर 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस होता है, अगर हम इसमें वैल्यू पुट करेंगे तो ये क्या आ जाएगा 0 प्लस 273 जो कि हो जाएगा 273 केल्विन. तो यहाँ आपने देखा ये वैल्यू क्या है 273 केल्विन. लेट अस टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. If you want to convert 32 degree Celsius in Kelvin, what you can do? K is equal to 32 plus 273, 3 plus 2 5, 7 plus 3 10. So it will be 305 Kelvin. So students, just see the one thing that the Kelvin value is always higher than the Celsius value. Now, if you want to convert Celsius into Kelvin, then what will you can do? Another formula is given. This is the formula for converting Kelvin into Celsius, and if you want to convert Celsius into Kelvin, then formula will be C is equal to K minus 273. It is simple replacement. अगर हम ये 273 यहाँ पे लिखा है, अगर इसको हम 273 को इस साइड ले जाएंगे तो ये वैल्यू माइनस हो जाती है, तो फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा K माइनस 273. अब हम इसी सेम 305 केल्विन को कन्वर्ट करते हैं डिग्री सेल्सियस में, तो क्या हो जाएगा फॉर्मूला इज C इज इक्वल टू K माइनस 273. द वैल्यू इज 305 केल्विन. So 305 minus 273, 5 minus 3 is 2, 30 minus 27 is, so it is 32 degree Celsius, which is same like this. So it is a very simple formula, students, from where you can convert a Kelvin value into Celsius, and now this Celsius can be converted into the same formula by C upon 5 is equal to F minus 32 upon 9. और second formula is K is equal to C plus 273. So students, these two formulas represent the relation between Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin. In this way, if you have given a value in Celsius, you can convert it in Fahrenheit, you can convert it in Kelvin, and if you have given a value in Fahrenheit, you can convert it in Celsius. You can first convert it in Celsius, then you can convert it in Kelvin. Okay, so in this way these values are related to each other. So students, this is the basic concept of heat and temperature. Now you will be able to understand define heat. Now you will be able to define temperature. You can connect heat with temperature, that heat flows due to the temperature difference. If in this way heat is connected to the temperature. Now you can define Celsius, you can define Fahrenheit, you can define Kelvin, and you can solve the numerical based on these formulas. In next lecture I will tell you about the difference between heat and temperature and about the thermometer. Thank you.